Hello, greetings everyone. This is the live stream to save people and myself, help for myself, self help. Repeating myself, sorry. And my voice is faint because I had a headache and did some things, so I'm tired or something. It will pick up momentum. So it's really sad to know, like someone, a Hindu, came here, a devotee, he says, of ISKCON, and I don't know what that is to be a devotee. Maybe he is from ISKCON, and you see, so some time ago, I apologize greatly. I had some signs in retrospect and delusions that there was Radharani and I knew Krishna and all this in this life. But I heard Paramahamsa Vishwananda saying that Krishna does not come back, like he doesn't reincarnate. And also about there is no love at first sight. Uh, another time in another video or live stream of his, I heard him saying that. Like I thought I had recognized someone who I had like had a relationship from past lives and all this. Although I didn't believe in past lives at that time, or maybe I had gone to a yogi in Karachi and he told me there was reincarnation. But the feeling of it's like when you get this love at first sight, it's like you a sense of belonging with that person, like you've known him for years and years, or even someone else, like someone you meet in college, school, things like that. So those things which I was thinking were all cancelled by Paramahamsa Vishwananda, and so I believed in love at first sight because of the sense of belonging, or that I've known this person since past and all that. So this reincarnation thing also, like you can, if you at first sight you can tell, you can like someone at first sight and all that, because you get the feeling. It's like a intuitive feeling, right? But unfortunately, when I went to the Vishwa night, I was following Paramahamsa Vishwananda and some of the live streams which I could get on time or later on see. It's one of its thing was like that earlier, which I mentioned, that no, there's no love at first sight. This means you can't even recognize someone uh, as a reincarnated being. Although he believes in reincarnation, Paramahamsa Vishwananda, Paramhamsa. Sorry, I can't pronounce his name properly. So this, it's like toying. It's like if they are true, then it's like dismissing someone's feelings, reincarnation. Even I mean, how would you get the evidence? How does it start? First of all, so first of all, the person feels if he uh, if he goes to a place that, oh, I've been here. It's like a deja vu thing feeling, or I've known this person before, or I've loved this person before. So uh, by such like statements of Paramahamsa Vishwananda, like there's no love at first sight. It's like absolutely no. It's like cut, you know. Then that's dismissing the evidence, the starting point of evidence. Then we could inquire and we could see cases you can see on YouTube also, reincarnation cases where someone says that I've been here before, and then if someone cares to do that research, or I've been having these recurring dreams that I was a pilot and I died, my plane was shot down. So this is where it all starts. Then the evidence, if you care to go for the evidence. So there are people who are contradicting each other, like they're contradicting themselves by saying, oh, there's reincarnation. But then if something starts with love at first sight, you say, no, no, I knew this person and maybe I've loved him. So, like you, or, it's like love at first sight, right? So that was completely whitewashed by Paramahamsa Vishwananda. There's a lot of this negligence and all rash statements made where the person doesn't think before talking. Things like that. So this is the problem. Well, I do still listen to his kirtans about Radharani, and also because I had these signs looking back that I was Radharani, and no one could tell. I didn't have any contact with Paramahamsa Vishwananda, since he's a lot on that Radharani side, and kirtans and all, bhakti margas. So, because most of the Yogi Rajji, Sri Ravi Shankarji, Sadhguru are from the Shivite side. So this was a setback. Like until now, you see, recently they're having the Love Festival and all that. Paramahamsa Vishwanites, Bhakti Marga. But I'm here. There's no contact, no communication. And also I had to struggle because what again was coming about London and Kalki Avatar making, and he was a Muslim at that time when he came to me and all this, then I have to struggle like it's a dissipation of my energy. And I was telling no, excuse me, if it's Babaji or someone telling me, or Devi, my aunt, my grandaunt's, late grandaunt's Devi coming, I say, no, I need to get grounded. I need to get more information on Hinduism. But I can't read and oh yes, so some information, like I said that, I don't believe Devi, who used to give stones. I mean, they've seen it, my aunts and my mother, like out of the blues, the stones would come. They told me. I asked them, how did the stones come? And so my grandaunt would be sitting there, the friend of Devi, and the stones would just come out of the blues, and then she would choose who gets these stones that Devi used to give to her. So, anyway, so then I was thinking, and then I thought that I was talking to Devi. I don't know, she's there, Auntie's Devi, and she's never come to any of us, not even my mother, who was close to this this aunt of hers, my grandaunt, late grandaunt. Now she's gone. She was in America. So, what was I saying? So the connection was not even with my mother. Right? So this. So recently I felt that Devi was talking through me and all this. And before that I felt that I was Radharani. And I couldn't fight the feeling, I'm really sorry. So I came out on Facebook saying that I'm Radharani. And I didn't know I was thinking of the repercussions, but I thought, Hindus won't believe in this thing. They're saying she's crazy or something. No one can come up to Radharani. And another dream I had, Sadhguru himself has said that he's not even a dust under the feet of Shiva. So I've gotten all the information things wrong, and I apologize greatly. I'm not Radharani, uh, but somehow in my life I have believed in love because it struck me pure love, true love, for a teacher. And so I believed that at that time that the only thing that we can do is solve problems, is our problems also, is by not cutting off ties. But if we love each other as, friends, family friend, then we can work it out together rather than sever ties. So I believe love could dissolve all differences, and love is the thing, a bond which has rights. Empowering families here. Oh, welcome, empowering family. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for this feedback. Uh, so, one thing I told Devi, if let's say 1%, it's empowered me. It's like no, it's gotten hold of me. It's gotten a hold over me. So I was telling Devi that okay, I get glimpses of this love of Radharani and Krishna, and I can say that there is something about the that the Hindus have from the beginning. Love, love is very important. There's no other way to get close to God. Love is the thing which gives you that true feeling of true devotion. So you may want to become one with God. That's okay. In your own way, yoga and all this, right? Meditation is nice, but I felt that sleep was the only thing, and then you don't have to close your eyes. I found myself going overboard with this because I had chronic fatigue at that time and problems, and I couldn't, through psychology therapy, they weren't working. So I was trying these meditations from Shakti Gawain's book, Creative Visualization. So I got overboard with it, I think, because I wasn't getting that grounding. So I just would do this a lot, meditate. And therapy wasn't working. And recently I told Devi that I'm really sorry, but I cannot believe that Sri Krishna left, apart from other knowledge that I don't have of the Upanishads and all the other Hindu books, but this also that Sri Krishna, as an avatar or God, would leave the world because he got killed. He would leave the world in darkness, Kali Yuga, for so many years. So I said, I'm sorry, I can't believe in this. And there was certain signs coming. I tried to avoid them, that this is the connection that they're in London with the Hindu friend of mine, and also with this Muslim who became their friend, who became very close to them. Um, so I was like, sorry, I don't believe in this Hinduism either. Krishna also going away. But the love, Radharani, I've had some glimpses, and surely I do get overwhelmed. And this could be like what Muji Baba says, a phenomenon in time where you get all high. Yeah, oh, yeah, love is the greatest. Like Lionel Richie had sung um, that love, oh, love, such a precious gift. And something like that. The lyrics of his songs are. his song on love. Oh love, love, oh love, by Lionel Richie. And like I would think that stand up for love. So Michael Bolton's song came out. So I shared that on my Facebook recently. We've got to stand up for love. Got to hold on. But God we cannot know. Recently I went through Yogi Raji. I went back to Yogi Raji and I listened to him. And then in one of his videos recently, maybe I had missed because I'd stopped following him or something. Said that, believe me, he was telling the story of how rishis got to know all this, that the gods were saying, we've got to help the earthlings, human beings on earth. And the planets were saying, no, we don't want to help them. And all that story. And then Lahiri, or what was his name? And then Mahaftar Babaji didn't even know human beings, like what they were going through or what. So Lahiri, Maha, Rishi or someone, sorry, I think his name is like that. So he was trying to convince Babaji, Mahaftar Babaji, that we must help human beings. And so he did convince Mahaftar Babaji. So it was a story being told to me. So if I don't witness it, how do I know? And it was like, sorry, it's just it's for me, it's ridiculous, right? Because Mahaftar Babaji doesn't know that all unnamed witness doesn't know what's happening to human beings and why shouldn't they help human beings and all this. As I sounded really like I was shocked. Like for example, recently, no, some years back when I listened to His Highness Aga Khan saying that he doesn't have all the solutions to human problems and world problem and all that. He doesn't have all the solutions. So that really shocked me. Like if he was a true Imam, I would expect my Shia Imam to have the solution, at least to give it to the human being so they can solve the problems, right? So this is why it was like shocking and questioning them. The same way questioning what Yogi Raji I found said in his video, titled, I don't know, but there's one Shiva, Brahma, and Vishnu. So I think just I want to help, like I wanted to help the Muslims. I wanted to also want to help the Hindus. And maybe someone has caught on what I said on Facebook. They're following me, but they're pretending not to know what I've been saying on Facebook and what I've been sharing. So मुझे एक झलक मिल जाए राधा रानी की. I just wrote on Facebook early morning or something, right? So people are coming here and they think that वो बेवकूफ़ मुझे बना रहे हैं और थोड़ा हाइड भी कर रहे हैं, लेकिन कोई बात नहीं है, हम बेवकूफ़. I'm not that naive, like that the people might want to make me into. And all this, so as I'm being watched and all, God knows what they punished me for, and have kept And they were saying that they're going to heal me in year 2000. I've got, I've gotten worse. So there's some, my teeth are showing that there's some bone problem, and all this. That's why my bones are hurting. And they were sending me like light, like currents, shock. Because I guess I couldn't go to the psychiatric shock seat, that seat where they give you shock. So they were giving me distance shocks through distance and all this, and controlling my life and watching me like, can you believe it? I can't wear, like I'm so, it's very taxing for me. I all the time feel that I'm being watched. This is how they punished me for something, that I can't sit in my room with this, sleeveless on or something. Not for one moment. And can't go in the bathroom and open the lights. But sometimes I have to. So it's very, very difficult. Like, I have to really prepare myself that now when I go to the bathroom or I have to groom myself, do something, and then I have to really say, well, you have to ignore the watching and all that. So this, and also like one Indian man came here, Ganesh, to tell me that it is illegal. Again, I will mention this. I don't think it is illegal for the government to force the insane person suffering from insanity, to give them medicine through something like. So I'm very scared here. And he was like, he's trying to. There was one here who came before. So he got me all worked up. It's all phenomena. It's not real, you know. So, anyways, but like you are, but what the, I'm not a Radha Krishna follower. I'm not a believer in Radha Krishna in that way. Like many things I question about Krishna, right? So I don't know why he had to mention that. I don't know where he is, but I had to go bluntly. I do wish you well, and I wish you blessings and all this. Your country, your people, and all that. But I know that I've been bewakoof, banati. Like, please don't think, please. I'm not naive. But sometimes I go with you people. And I even ignore some of your things against me at times. At times I don't. I get very angry. So, bewakoof banane. I don't know why they do this. Still, my wishes and prayers for you. You see, in Karachi, I got sick and tired of being deceived and pretentious, and also deceiving myself. Now I'm being watched, and there's certain things that cannot come out. So I had to lie to myself, right? So I had to deceive myself, like keep lying to myself. And in this society, you can't be truthful because you can't. Uh, Certain things you can't say truthfully, right? Because the other person is also hiding all this. So, like we were told, when a hypocrite meets you, the way they meet you, then that's the way you should meet them. We were told Prophet Muhammad, the way the hypocrites, even smilingly, if they would meet him, then he would smile at them and talk nicely with them. You see, these hypocrites, they don't abuse and go insane, insanely getting angry. They're very calm and collected, I was told. And I could see that they're very calm and collected. In my childhood, I've come across hypocrites. So, and this watching thing, and also not being able to come out with the truth. With, I couldn't even talk to this person about my problems. People like they pretend they don't know about my health, they undermine it and all this. So this is about my health, and so see how this person came, and he got me all worked up about love and all this. But love doesn't work. If love worked, then Paramahamsa Vishwananda's just love would have, he wouldn't have been giving these lectures and all this. If love worked, the only thing is for you to be receptive, for you to maybe pray, God, bring love. That's the greatest gift. To realize what love is for us. Sometimes I don't believe in love. Now, it's not consistent. There were times I wish I could, like I was saying, if someone like my principal, I loved her, it was my duty, and to give her my best, respect her, even though she may ignore me, sometimes, uh, sometimes get angry at me, get upset with me. But I should always respect her and never complain, never expect any good from anyone, even if you love them. So, love, trust, forget trust. When you love someone, you just love, like Mother Teresa, taking care of those people and love them and not judge them. So, the moment you start judging or start expecting, or, so I never wanted to put this person in the place where I'll have to say that she betrayed me, or I'm doing this for her and she's not, because she's my principal. She can walk away. I even told her it's her convenience. Look at your convenience, but the way I said it was, madam, whenever it's convenient for you, you just leave me and you don't have to give me a reason. Then I start complaining. I find out that I was like, why am I complaining then? Even to myself. So it's inconsistent. I saw that I couldn't do for love or for the beloved what I really wanted to do. So I failed. And you see, so sometimes I started to doubt love also. Love failed to heal my mother, uh, bring peace in our family, things like that. That's a very personal, that's also personal, but that's the way it is. It failed. So, yes, sometimes it makes me get up, stand up for love and share these things with the people on Facebook. The songs and what I believed in, emotional, gets me emotional, like soda water. And then the bubbles pop. And so it's not, I thought love is from the divine, but it doesn't seem like it's from the divine anymore to me. I think I've suffered a lot. And I didn't want to suffer. But oh, this evil. So I tried everything. I tried Judaism. I tried Jewish prayers even. I tried prayers. I found a world prayer site with the different prayers in Karachi from the world religions, uh, things like that, spiritual people. I tried everything, and I've even called out to people. It didn't work. I tried what Dr. Pillai was giving us when he joined with the Jews group, a group of Jews, and then he was giving us these mantras on YouTube. I tried the so he was the Jewish prayers. I tried Christian prayers, saints' prayers, Saint um, Francis of Assisi, Saint. I tried Saint Anthony's prayer. I tried in Karachi. Um, I tried lots of prayers, different religions. Jainism I couldn't go to because if I see a cockroach, I better kill that cockroach. I can't stand cockroaches. Sometimes I tried in the house, at least I could take them out in the garden. But here, I can't take them out. I'll just have to throw them out of the window. That's not nice. The other person might get the cockroach. So I just have to kill them here. So Jainism is out of my, it's, you know, and even Hinduism, like I have to sometimes fry fish, chicken, get frozen chicken to fry it. Can't make it, can't make the whole curry and this and that, and chop potatoes, and sorry, onions. So I was just having those chicken. I can't be a vegetarian. I can't be Hindu. And I heard the story by Paramahamsa Vishwananda's disciple that Paramahamsa Vishwananda gave a scare to someone because they were having meat. They couldn't let go of meat until they ended up in the hospital. Then they ended. So, and then I started with my religion, as you know here, Islam. I even called out to Ismaili Imam. Not only that, I went to their Facebook pages. I found it was such great luck. And I thought, oh God, here it is. And this may work. But there was a time when I was following Sri Ravi Shankarji, saying Jai Gurudev because I was in such a terrible state that, but he was like, don't worry. You don't have to do anything. Just give your worries to me and you just live your life. So I was like, oh my God, thank you. Thank you, Guru Dev, Jai Jai Gurudev. Things like that, right? So there was a time when His Highness Aga Khan, I felt connected with, and there was Sri Ravi Shankarji. And I said, let me test this. I had to, like, I wanted to get up and go out. And I couldn't because I was trying to get something that I couldn't order it, right? So I had to go myself out to get it. So I said, let's, I was like, Imam, can you help me get up? Like before I used to call Jibrail, please can you help me get up, get dressed? Things like that. I was not able to do it much. So I was calling out to Imam, Hazir Imam, and I couldn't get up. I felt so awestruck also, and I thought of Jiddu Krishnamurti. Like I get very emotional and at the following someone. It's like awestruck, right? They're like, Imam, can you help me get up and go out? I couldn't get up until I called out to Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji. Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji also had told us that my photograph is enough. So not only his photograph, but I didn't have his photograph, but I just looked, imagined him, and I got up. I had the strength. I took a shower and this and that, dressed up and went out. And the water bottle I found, one of I don't buy regularly. So in that particular supermarket, I found this like with the flower on it, and that's where it reminded me of Sri Sri of Shankarji, who in one of the videos or on Facebook live stream, he had this water bottles, the same water bottle I found in this supermarket I went to long time back, many years back. And so I bought that as a souvenir, that it was Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji that helped me. I was able to go out and not Hazir Imam. So I was like a bit shocked, right? Then, but then, yeah, so things like that. But then, even Hinduism, uh, I was like, sorry, Gurudev, but thank you so much. But I would go back to Jiddu Krishnamurti, or then I found Muji. So I was doing Muji. I was like, Hindus say so much meditation, so many years it takes. And Mujiba was just giving it like this. He just removed 7 veils. And there were some other problems like on YouTube or news from India. It would really get me down. I know Art of Living is helping around the world. Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji is also, but it was just not my cup of tea, I guess. Then I left Guru Dev. As like sometimes I used to think that, why doesn't God give? I suffered so much. Like, why doesn't God give to anyone who needs His help? Like that mantra. I heard that Hindus get their mantra, which they're not supposed to give to anyone. So they have this, but it's their culture, it's their thing. But then I started to think that it's not only India, right? There are others who believe in God, like we feel there's some energy, or maybe through miracles, it's God's work happening. So, why doesn't God give that help and protection to people who need it? And why do we have to have a guru to always? And then seeing people, going to Sadguru and Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji, seeing people, Guru Dev, bless her. But I felt, okay, on one hand, it's their culture. They need, Bharat is Guru thing, you know. So everything is Guru. Prabhu, Guru, you give us. My everything is yours from you and all this. So I understood that, but I was like, something happened and it made me very angry, hurt. So I left. It's like 100% I wasn't satisfied. Sometimes I would see that the Indians don't come up to the par. Like, you know, so they're good. But it's something different. And like for example, the warmth of our this is like now something personal. But then, no. But then I think of my London friend, and I would say they're more seasoned, they're more like balanced, and they don't get over emotional. And like how Sadhguru was explaining that we don't hug each other in greeting or shake hands. We say namaste because if you shake hands, the energy of another human being, it's just that rock karma thing or something gets attached to us, and it's not good. There's like, why is this not? There's certain things not making sense to me. I couldn't agree. Sorry, or I couldn't agree with, and I tried to empty myself and contemplate on this also. Why is it like this? Like I believe in affection, like holding a child, hug. It makes the person grow into beautiful. It's healthy. It's really healthy for growth. Affection, not only food, but affection and touching. A pat on the back or just a touch of a friend on the shoulder is something. Uh, Empowering family, says we have to spread love. Love is unconditional. Oh yes, that unconditional love. Yes, empowering family. This is a very good uh, idea. Oh no, what would you say it is? But it's really a good thing, right? So, hey, have you unconditional? Oh, sorry, empowering family. Have you read this on uncon? Where did you learn about unconditional love? There was a time, maybe foreign books, Quran ayat. No, the book. I was in London when I was in London. This book, unconditional love book. Where is it? Without no. Yeah, maybe this one. When did this one come out? Maybe a different author, I'm not sure. Yes, when did you learn about? In one of my classes in school. Oh, okay. Yes. Um, so the foreigners are much into this. Europeans, Americans, and all. This book, Unconditional Love by John Powell. I haven't. 1978. Yes, can you help me with this? I'm not that eloquent and all that. I wish I could ask you to come up, but I don't have a StreamYard thing. So, can you help me more with this? Empowering family, I think this is one of the greatest things this is the greatest thing that you have said here. Spreading love. Don't have that much knowledge in the area. Where it's like but it was like a term we learned about. Unconditional love is like loving someone unconditionally, right? You know what is unconditional? Like Jesus Christ said, love your enemies. So loving someone without judging them, like what Mother Teresa said, if something like what Mother Teresa said, that if we judge people, and criticizing people and judging people, we don't have time to love them. So Mother Teresa says, if we judge people, we don't have time to love them. We're always judging. If you judge people, you have no time to love them, Mother Teresa. Yes, like we will all have bad days, good days, sad days, and so on. But always being by someone's side and being there, I think is what we all, this is what we all need. Yes, I think love is all we need, right? Someone sang this, it's in someone's song. Yes, yes, yes. This is the greatest thing you could ever suggest we do. And also, if someone gets angry at us, even if someone hurts us, we should rise above. You know, this is a sad part. In year 2000, I felt that I was going in my lower self and couldn't rise above the petty things that, like before I became mad, insane, and they pulled me down to whatever pulled me down to my lower self. Um, the higher self is which says, rise above these petty things. She didn't look at me, so I'm not going to say hi to her, or I will also ignore her. A tit for tat. And if someone is um not good with us, you, I would not love them. But that's where love is needed the most, they say. And if someone is different from us, has different habits, oh, we won't love a smoker. We won't love, oh, she's, you know, even if someone is backbiter, even if someone is a backbiter, you send love, like, ah, and, you know, my, someone used to say to me that, why are you scared of ghosts and all this? Like, I could see some things from the corner of my eye sometimes, and a spirit or something, and I would just send them light and love. They won't harm you. Just send them light and love. It's not like that Satan is, oh, the Satanist. It's our fear. Our fears have been so exaggerated against this evil. Evil spirit is going to get me and possess me. But that because in teenage years I saw my aunt getting possessed. Yeah, I think love, uh, and it should be unconditional, definitely. Empowering family, if you can do this, and if the people, what empowering family is suggesting here, we could do that. Oh my God, this is the way to heal. Sorry, no copyrights infringement intended. I just want to show you here. Empowering families suggests we have to spread love. Love is unconditional. And love is unconditional. Wow. Amazing. Empowering family. I think I should give you, you really deserve, at least let me give you here. Lots of love to you. Only through love can we heal truly. And not to be afraid, that this person will get attached to us. No, no, you don't have to thank me. My kindness. Oh, no. That's my duty. That's my duty. So thank you so much. And it's you deserve it, right? So please don't thank me so much. You're my kindness. No, no. This is not my kindness. So, I don't deserve this compliment. Empowering family. Kindness, random kindness we should do. And never think that, oh, because this person didn't give me, I shouldn't give her. No, you should give. And when someone, you see, Jesus Christ said even the tax collectors do as much. When they love the person who loves them, random acts of kindness always go a long way. Oh yes, yes, thank you. You're my speech, you're my, thank you for being here, empowering family. Thank you so much for your help. Serving even those without expecting anything. Amazing. Yes, yes, this is it. If you can do that, this is a great person, really, who can do that. I was pulled so low that all my dreams, what I wished for in life, to become like this, what you're saying, random acts of kindness, even if they don't go a long way, you don't get anything in return, but at least, the greatest consolation is that you didn't hurt someone who hurt you. But having a smile, service with a smile. Yes. And how can we have that service with a smile? Not like sorry, I don't mean to put the eroticism down, but not with the grooming, not with, but that natural way that, you know, yeah, a service person, human being who serves others. And those others are an extension of his. So this is why, like, with some of the practices of the yogis and gurus and all this, Sadguru, that it's our extension. Like Sadguru was saying, he doesn't feel he's limited to this body. Where is he? He's everywhere. So, like, it shouldn't be like a grooming thing that, or you get paid. No, free, free, freely, but smiling. I, and wouldn't that goodness act in itself make you smile? All work, no words. If he helped, we should not expect anything. Yeah, like all work, no words. Yes, very few words. Oh, yes, this reminds me, I was with my Hindu friend in London. She would hardly say much, but she had such a miraculous presence that when I would talk to her about my problems, even missing someone in Karachi, my home, my loved ones, guess what? Her presence, just having tea with her, it was like it would all melt. And there were friends in Karachi who would give me prep talks and all this, and I would still be missing the person in Karachi. Uh, it wouldn't help. So, more, no words, but all work. If he helped, we should not expect anything in return, not even a thank you, or have that thought of getting back or expecting someone to give us something back in return. Yes, doing good for goodness' sake. And uh, how would we realize? You know how? By seeing that we are actually helping ourselves by helping others. So it's so important to make someone happy. Just make that someone happy. Have a heart to heart you cling to. Fame, if you win it, comes and goes in a minute. Where's the real stuff in life to cling to? Love is the answer. Someone to love is the answer. Yes, you see, these when people realize that by helping another, we are the oneness. You know, when this Hindu person was doing Sri Bhagavati Sameti, you know, empowering family, this Bhagwan I had a eye diksha with for help. My God, it was too much for me. What's his name? Let me show you. So, you know, he believes in this Bhagwan, Kalki, his oneness. Although this poor guy has a case on him, after this Bhagwan Kalki gave me eye diksha on YouTube many years back. Oneness. You see? You see this oneness, founder of oneness. But founder, called oneness. And what else is there? Sri Bhagavati Sameti. They call it a cult. Kalki Bhagwan and his wife Amma portrayed themselves as divine beings through this. Why not? And their followers viewed them as righteous and omniscient gods. But you can also, okay, I'm not going to read this. But you know, this oneness also comes from Hindus. So, right? Oneness. All work, no words. Sometimes people need that assurance that someone is there for them. Like when I was looking at Art of Living, how they're giving, you know, I really needed to see that video. It was making me cry, tears of joy. You know, there's poverty, a lot of poverty. And we were like, it's like Pakistan. If someone dies there in India, hardly anyone cares. You know, come under the rail, train, that's it. No one cares. Ek mar gaya, one dies. Hope you know, I don't think you know Urdu. Do you know Urdu? Oh God. Sorry, I don't know you, who you are. And I'm talking in Urdu. Partially. Some words I use in Urdu, so I apologize. Just assuming that you know Urdu, maybe. So, yeah, sometimes we need words also, right? We need to talk to people. You know, talking to people, like having conversation, is talk therapy. But it's not like you are the therapist. So don't put yourself up on the pedestal, but down below with the person who is in a problem or something, having a problem. Good positive networking is best. Yes, and yes, good positive networking. But the thing is that positivity, that you know that how to bring that positive thing when one is hit by so much negativity. Huh? Need to stand by that person, right? need to assure that person. How, but how to get that negativity out of that person? Say the person is heartbroken, say someone betrayed them, and the thoughts are all now negative. That this is the reality of life. Actually helping people and talking to them, not always on our phones or devices. Uh, like even going out to meet them in hospitals and yeah, in their houses. You know what Jesus Christ says? Positivity is a practice for sure. Yeah, you have to practice it. But what if you're swarmed with all this negative, like you're consumed with all this negative feeling? Then even positive thinking doesn't work. You know that? All those positive affirmations. Shakti Gwain, from Shakti Gwain's book I read in 1987-88. Like God has given us abundance. Like you have abundance. She doesn't believe in, she's not a religious person, but she believes in divinity and she's spiritual. And that I'm in perfect health. And no, nothing can harm me, hurt me if I don't allow them. And I choose happiness, and I am happiness, and I am happy. So, all these affirmations I was doing, learning from her book, Creative Visualization. Yes, phones and devices, but also business people are very busy. Working people, people in occupations don't have time. Young people nowadays don't have time. They're always on their phones and devices. Yes, because everything now, business is on the phones and devices, right? Even the whole classroom is on the computer. A classroom lecture is on a computer, right? There's so much. Like you could take this in a positive way, but I guess people don't. I cannot go out because of my condition, but it's true. Like you should go out and touch people and meet. No, I mean, don't go out in USA and start touching people. Like I mean, give them a like touching people in the sense that touching their hearts and being kind and with kind acts touching them and being there. Meeting them in person. So I had a very positive view of the world, people, and love at one time when I joined St. Joseph's College. Before that, I thought they were hypocrites and I don't, like that. But now I think that Smile Service, empowering family, what do you think of the people? There are some great people out there, right? Because of them, we are here surviving. I mean, no. And otherwise, we wouldn't even be surviving here. So there are some great people, I tell you, right? So, not always on our phones or devices. Yeah. Do you find many people on the phones and devices? And if positivity is a practice, then Don't you think like bad being bad is easy, but being good and positive is very hard in a world full of like it's got a lot of negativity. So isn't like so this is a great hard work, right? But empowering family, I think those people on the phones or devices, they just need our love. We just need to send them love. Because I tell you, if they weren't on their phones and devices busy, they would get very mischievous. Like someone used to say um, that an idle mind is a devil's mind. Even as Shia in Shia Islam, we're told to keep ourselves busy. I think being bad also is a choice in a way because we have a mind and brain. If we train ourselves, nothing is impossible. Small steps for each person. It depends really, you cannot generalize. I certain things I disagree on in this. Being bad is not a choice at times. Like if you choose to drink, okay, but what are the effects of drinking? Alcohol, your defenses go low. You can say things that embarrassing, bringing secrets out. You can behave badly, not normally. And so, choice. Yeah, the choice you make. Yeah, like some time ago, if someone told me to use my willpower, I would be like, I don't have a willpower. I don't have power. I feel powerless. So we have to see what's in all cases what is like. Let's say if someone has been driven to madness, this would be for normal people, right? But if they choose to be good, then good will come easily. And what is good? What could be good for me could be bad for you. So if we come like this, empowering family, then we really can't go very far. The mind cannot take us. Mind and brain. You see, it's the heart that says, wo dimag, I wrote a couplet in my teenage years. See, my father used to say, "Be if you're emotional people, you will fail in life. Emotional people have always failed. But if you use your akal, your intellect, you will pass. Train ourselves, nothing is impossible. Yes, you might reach there, you might get sidetracked. There are people who want to reach before you and they might push you down. What do you say about that? You try your best, you put your best effort, sometimes your best effort fails, says Imam Ali in Najul Balagha. Knowledge to ilm. Yes, now, you see these things, yes, we must get going now. Have classes start. Oh, you must get going now. Have a great day. And yes, akal is important. That's why we have it. Knowledge too, ilm. Yeah, but I think beyond knowledge, beyond hard work and mind choosing if used properly. You see, it depends on how, yeah, you see now there's a big if in it and this thing. So, what Muji Baba gives us, empowering family, I'll let you go. You can listen to it later. I'll be here for some time. And you better go for your class. So, I'll be answering you. You don't have to stay and listen. You should go for your class then. And then continue, come back here and then get the answer. You see, all these things that sometimes knowledge can be very dangerous. Half knowledge, they say, is very dangerous. And acquiring it is going to take much time. And it's a big work, a big, lot of work human beings are given to do. But is there something inside of us that blossoms in goodness naturally, coming to us naturally without all these exercises and disciplines and all? Why not take the easy way instead of working hard? Positivity. It's like, this is what Jiddu Krishnamurti says. There's such a distance and it's a struggle, and this is where the conflict of man, human beings, comes in. There will always be a conflict in you. So I'm sorry I don't agree to these things. So taking the intellect and not going to the heart, because when you say unconditional love, the brain, the mind has nothing to do with unconditional love. The mind will tell you no. You see, and then there are contradictions here. So it's like in Shia Islam, or it's like Islam. It's like religion then. Use the mind. Use the mind. Intellect is so important in Al-Kafi. In our Shia book, Al-Kafi is one of the Shia books. Authentic. The intellect. God told the intellect to come forward. It came forward. God told the intellect to go back. It went back. So how important the intellect is and this and that. Let's cut everything and give human beings their natural goodness that will blossom without a gardener having to water it or plant a seed in it. You are the seed. That seed is planted in you, or you are the planter of that seed. And then it will naturally come up, blossom like a rose or a flower, beautiful flower. You don't have to work that hard. I recommend Empowering Family that you read Jiddu Krishnamurti, right? We are, uh, first I used to think Imam Hussain, aren't we idealistic and all this? The ideal man. But now, like, isn't this something else? Isn't it like Imam Hussein's passion, sacrifice, too idealistic? It's not practical. So, here I disagree with you, Empowering Family. I'm really sorry. I've tried all this ilm, knowledge, and you can go on with knowledge. But Allah, Jiddu Krishnamurti, if you read this, you'll be thanking yourself. Ending of time. Ending of time. So please don't see what this person says about Jiddu Krishnamurti or what that person says about Jiddu Krishnamurti. I know he had cancer later on in his life, but just listen to what he is pointing to. And it has nothing to do with his name. You see, I don't like putting people down. He's such a wonderful, she or he, such a wonderful person here, empowering family. But you know where we've got it wrong? On one hand, we're telling people unconditional love. And you know, love doesn't come from the mind. The mind is always like, I want good for myself. I want success. I want, the mind is like, okay, there's a good thing about it, reason, and you can have reasonable success. But the mind is the culprit. I found that out. And I've never been able to balance uh, the Shia side also, like the intellect with the emotions, with love, you know. Somewhere even our 12 Shias, you can see how they go overboard in Azadaris. So I would recommend that all of you here read this book. It's available online for free. I found it somewhere online, PDF file. It's even online. You don't even have to download the PDF file. It's even on YouTube. I mean, I bought this very expensive book in Karachi, and now it's for free online. I don't know how much of it is for free, maybe the whole book. And you can even hear them, like hear Jiddu Krishnamurti and David Bohm talking, the ending of time, where did we go wrong? So we need to help people come out of this human conflict that has been inherently there to be and to become. I am bad. Why am I bad? Okay, this analysis, psychotherapy comes in. We're analyzing. Okay, maybe in my childhood, something like this happened to me. Now come here. Okay, this has made me bad. This environment or this experience made me like this, angry, frustrated. Then I have to get myself, unfrustrated, unangry, not angry. Or it gets to a point when where the person has to go to a therapist now. So I think all this jumping, there's an inherent conflict in man. And Jiddu Krishnamurti gave the absolute answer to finish this conflict. So we reach the cause, primal cause of all, like solution to all your problems, all. What your mind says and what your heart says, and is this my intuition? And should I trust in it? Or is this my ego, my mind? It's wrong. Is this satanic whispering? Oh no, I should say for kul. Kul wallah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Kul wallah ahad. This is Surah Ikhlas, but kul. A'udhu bi rabbin nas, malikan nas. Yeah, it goes on like that. I take refuge in God from the whispering of shaitan and men. So this will just hope some people can get it immediately. I'm too daft. But what will help with this, supplement with this, is Moji. So please now stop all this. That Muji, you know, um, I've tried my best to Be a good person. Moju said, you've tried your best to be a good person. Just now, don't do anything. Just let go of everything. Just be empty for some time. Be empty. Copying Muji, but I'm not. Okay? So this is Muji. Muji, I've tried so hard. Oh, okay. I told myself, like someone told me, what would you lose to do good to others? Right? Just be good. Do good. But Muji, I failed in that too. I failed in doing good. I know I love good for goodness' sake. But all this, the mind is telling you, oh, you are such a great person. And Zara, oh, and sometimes that is dangerous too because you can wallow, that can make you wallow in self pity or get angry. I want justice. No, I'm actually fighting for justice. But you're not actually fighting for justice. Not really. And like, I'm such a good person. I tried my best. Now, the danger in that is either you'll start feeling sorry for yourself, you'll blame the other person, you'll blame environment. Am I saying blame right, or am I stuttering or having a slur? Slur, the slip of tongue or something. What is it called? So I think I'm tired now. I need rest. So just empty yourself, like Moji Baba says, and you can be one with this, which is here. And so you don't have to struggle with your mind. But who is the one who's going to struggle with the mind? It's a paradox. Who is the one struggling with the mind? And why should you struggle with your mind? Just leave your mind, let it be. You can take it for your work to get somewhere, but psychologically, emotionally, just let this mind go. Let people, whatever, opinions about you, oh, today your stomach has come out, why? Or something, oh, your hair looks terrible today. No, but I noticed, they wouldn't say it like this, but like, just let all that go, what people would say if I wear this today, this or that. Just empty yourself. So to be or not to be, because we are in the being, we need not ask that question in hard times. When I do, I wish I wasn't. And being, but not becoming. You are not becoming better and better. And what is the becoming? But you settled in this, which is, see, the oceans, the trees, the sun shining. It doesn't ask, it doesn't say, I need to shine brighter tomorrow. Better. I need to get better and better. I know you're going to say we're not the sun, we're not the planets. But we are. What are we? Wow, Moji. Satsang is the invitation to step into the fire of self-discovery. This fire will not burn you. It will burn only what you are not and set your heart free. Or you can even look at Rupert Spira, lots of, but I beg you not to go to this religion. Who are you? Rupert Spira, The Essence of Non-Duality. Guided meditations and conversations on the source of happiness and the nature of reality. So if you want a little more explanations, or if you just want the direct, you got it. He even gives you direct, you get it. But he explains and explains. He shows you. No, he gives it to you. He also, but in your intellect will be fully exhausted with Rupa Spara. Sorry, I don't know how to make reviews and all this, so I better reserve my comments. And there's Peter Russell's. If you want science, if you want to know how science has fallen short, there's Peter Russell. Right. Here is Peter, this one. No copyrights infringement intended, right? On YouTube, you can find him. On Facebook also. Very easy language, English. Explained his books. I read one of his books. So easy to understand. He uses easy English. So this you can do. But the religions, I'm sorry, there is no God. I mean, God is there and his attributes are there, and then use your reason and mind and then kill. In the name of God, these hypocrites, and they didn't believe, and they're going in the fire of hell. And then we had the Jews and Christians. Oh God! So somewhere God says that he regretted making human beings in the Old Testament. Now, messengers coming, being sent, one after another, right? What happens? God says, oh, maybe I should have sent my son, because the sins of men are not being wiped out. So he sent his son to wipe out the sins of men. So God saved the world. God saved people. Messiah. The poor Jews are waiting for their Messiah. They thought this Jesus, he was a blasphemer, right? Now they're waiting, and so they had to kill him. And they are shown in Jesus of Nazareth like the most evil people on earth. The Jews who killed Jesus Christ with the Roman Empire king, Roman king at that time, or judge. Now Pilate is asking Jesus, what is the truth? And Jesus just kept quiet, didn't answer. Does it mean silence is the truth? Then why are you saying you are the Son of God? That's blasphemy. So God help, I don't know. right? And then don't tell me Muslims you're going to come here and say, oh, this is the best religion where God, even Hindus can't say this, but this very beautiful, very good, that God has said, I am near. Even Krishna leaves the Hindus in darkness, Kali Yuga. But look what our God say, I'm near. I answer the call of the caller. Then if you are so near, He's near. He's nearer to us than our jugular vein, actually. There's another ayat here. I'm near, answer the call of the caller. Quran ayat. So you might think I sound condescending here to my own religion that was, right? I cannot speak. I can choose. The empowering family is good. I can choose. And when my servants ask you, but I don't choose, I just go spontaneously. What comes out of me? There's something like spontaneous. No choice. This year, we are in choiceless awareness, like Dr. Deepak Chopra has written in its Seven Spiritual Laws of Success book. Be in this choiceless awareness where everything happens spontaneously and all that. And when my servants ask you concerning me, indeed I am near, but we can't see you, neither can we feel you. I respond to the invocation of the supplicant when he calls upon me. Ooh, who has said this? Tell me, who has said this? No, I think Jesus Christ has said that when I go, I will. Yeah, in the Abrahamic religion, it is said like this, right? I am here with you. Don't worry, call on me, pray to me, I will answer you. So let them respond to me and believe in me, and that they may be rightly guided. But give us the scientific proof that you are here, near to us, to our. We die. Then where are you? Oh, then another come. Very, very good. I tell you, Surah Yasin ayat. I remember, right? To Him we return. From Him we come, to Him we return. Do we return to Him or do we return to hell? I mean, we go to hell. Or you believers will definitely, you're very lucky to go to heaven. We are the unlucky ones. And surely I'm nigh, I'm near. I mean, what Allama Rashid Turabi in this orator, our religious Zakir, who he's done a whole majlis on this, like explaining. And when my servants ask you, oh, when they ask, yani they ask Muhammad. Oh, I didn't know that. And when ask you, oh, we have to go through Muhammad. We cannot. No. It was the first time, first asking. And when my servants ask you about me, then indeed I am near. I respond to the invocation of the supplicant when he calls me. So let them respond to me and let them believe in me so that they may be set aright, led aright. Let them listen to my call. How many of you just don't ask from God anything but that, what is your answer, God? We want to hear you. What is your calling for us? What do you want from us? Let us listen. Believe, believe in me. Reach out with your heart. No power. People, they need to see God now. No power in the world will keep us apart. Believe in love, believe in me, and love will remain. They've even spoiled my voice so that I will not be able to sing anymore. Buddha kar diya bachcho. Made me go and become old. Thanks to the punishment. So, great punishment. Thank you for the punishments you have given me. So there's watching and all that. Anyhow, life goes on, doesn't it? No one's life stops for another. No one dies for another, but what does Jesus Christ said? Even though people can neither see God or I really had it. Oh God, versus so wishes. And then if you don't believe in you, foolishly fancy to be their deity. Oh my God. Okay. Foolishly fancying to be their deities. But what you one? I'm sorry, I have to criticize you, one God believers now. But look at this one God believer who wields all power, authority. Yes, yes. If you're going to criticize polytheists, I will, because you see what you have done here, God. Polytheists, fancied gods. So maybe, you take a trip to India and you see how they have made their. It's just their imagination, right? Maybe it's angels they've seen, like Samiri can. Oh, Samiri, he again going to Surita. So the Samiri was one who loved cows, and he made her. Even Hazrat Suleiman is something like he loved the horses so much. It's like Zahra worshipping her teacher, Miss Tisa. She forgot to say up. She ignored her prayers. If she's sitting and having coke in her teacher's house, like that is it. Azan come, this come, that come. Let it be. Then what happened? God gave warning to Suleiman, Hazrat Suleiman. What do you like your horses more than me? Musa said to Samiri, what caused you to do what you did? What presented such an idea? It's just an idea to you, causing you to do this. Muhammad bin Ishaq reported from Ibn Abbas that he said, As-Samiri was a man from the people of Bajarma, a people who worshipped cows. He still had the love of cow, worshipping in his soul. So he saw a cow. He made a cow mowing. Fake cow. He still had love of cow, worshipping in his soul. How in his soul, right? The soul is prone to evil. Hazrat Surah Yusuf ayat. He still had the love of cow worshipping in his soul. However, he acted as though he had accepted Islam with the children of Israel. So he was a hypocrite. His name was Musa bin Zafar. His name was also Musa. Can you believe this? It's like Ram or Sham. You don't know. They're like twin. Same name. How could he have a name like Musa if he was a cow worshipper? Qatada said he was from the village of Samara, where now the 12th Imam has disappeared in Samara, Iraq. Samir said, I saw what they saw not. This means I saw Jibreel, and no one has seen Jibreel. No one who was following Musa, Hazrat Musa ibn Amram, saw this Jibreel. I saw Jibreel when he came to destroy Pharaoh. Amazing. A cow worshipper seeing Jibreel. Now, would you dispute with him what he saw in Surah Najm on the horizon coming down and being as close as two bows or even closer? So I took a handful from the print of the messenger. This means from the hoof print of his, Jibreel's horse. This is what is well known. This is a cow worshipper, lover, and worshipper. This is what is well known with many of the scholars of tafsir. Rather, most of them, Mujahid said, so I took a handful from the print of the messenger, meaning from under the hoof of Jibreel's horse. He also said the word, this, kabda, means a palmful. And it is also that so Jibreel came there while Musa is on the mountain having a communion with God. Samiri threw what was in his hand onto the jewelry of the children. Mujahid said, look at this, and grasped, in his finger, tips of the fingers. You can read all this. Now my head is hurting a little more and I need to go. But this doesn't make sense to me. Why would Samiri see Jibreel? And then the horse of Jibreel comes and he gets the sand from his hoof prints and it works miracles on a cow or a calf. Musa said, then go away. Verily your punishment in this life will be that you will say, touch me not. A truth. Touch me not. This means just as you took and touched what was not. I feel kind of a bad thing coming from a Muslim. A very bad feeling. Do not touch me. It's a bad gesture also. So it's kind of a warning. It's and look at your God that which you worship. Your God is only Allah. And then how do you worship this Allah? You haven't made a house of Allah. You don't bow down to Qibla. Or you bow down to the Imam. You know, the Imam है वह मुझे कोई नहीं समझाए मेरा किबला हुसैन जहाँ करबला है वो मेरा किबला है. Right? No one says this. Sorry, I'm just exaggerating. No Shia says this, okay? Please don't put it on the Shias. Okay, so now I need to go, and there's a stubborn Muslim here gesturing me telepathically, and I can perceive this. So I guess they don't want me to pass in my helping you get out of these religions and make life easy and, be like that. So now we have, what do you call this? Okay, uh, we have a Muslim here who is not coming up front, like he's behind the veils. Doesn't like me doing this. I can feel it. Very unreasonable, I must say, with no reason, right? Because I will not believe in a religion which is forcing people to believe in it or threatening them to believe in it. So, thank you so much. Okay, God bless you, empowering family, whoever you are. God bless you so much, your family, your country, your people. And thank you so much for your help. Uh, have a beautiful day. All of you here, have a beautiful day. God bless you all much always. And wonderful day, blessed day always. May you, I think we are insane people, or due to our weakness, powerlessness. There's a higher power like nature. We want to believe in a God that we don't even see. There's no evidence for it. Yet, He sends signs, and these signs have made the most terrible divisions in Abrahamic religion. Even they are not. Even in Muslims, Islam, you can see there are so many schools of thought. So sad. So I wanted to know this also. Why? And so you can see one book, one Allah, one messenger, at that now the seal of messengers, Khatme Nabuwat. But there's so many, divisions. It's terrible. It's very, very sad. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day. All the best.